Hurry up and read this quick. You've been warned.
Hello, True Hill Heat fans, good brothers across the world. We are back. I got once again, I'm not gonna do once a month videos anymore. We are back every week. This week we are here with another episode of Going Raw with Drunk Guy JJ. I'm your host, your favorite 1800 drinking alcoholic, Drunk Guy JJ, and we got a guest. We got a lovely guest for this episode. The connoisseur reporting. The troll of all trolls.
Oh, wow. I'm not a troll.
The one and only fresh cut here. Just feeling good. Feeling love tonight. My good brother, Romeo.
Thank you.
I feel Romeo.
Thank you for inviting me to come drink with you.
Absolutely. This was much needed. This guy takes shots for every time Bischoff likes to play with big boys.
Oh.
So it is only right. It is only right to get him here on this episode. Luckily for us, the show wasn't good. Actually, luckily for you guys, the show wasn't that good. So we're going to kick it off. Raw was emanating from WWE headquarters. The Performance Center out in Orlando. We have Joe in the ring talking about they're about to do a contract signing for Dominik and Mr. CrossFit Jesus himself, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins makes his way to the ring. Dominik, of course, comes after because both of them had a contract signing.
By the way, real quickly,
go ahead.
Dominik's theme song, I couldn't hear it all that well because Tom Phillips just would not shut the fuck up.
Oh.
But I did hear some 619 in there, which is good.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that much.
Not a Bobsky, though. Not a Bobsky.
Well, I don't know yet. I can't judge it yet until I hear it without Tom Phillips talking all over it. Telling me a story that I already know. Thank you, Tom.
If you watched last week, you clearly know. Joe was pressing Buddy Murphy. He came in the ring acting like he about to squabble. Do people even say squabble anymore? Jesus Christ, I'm old. He's about to fight him. Dominik pulls up with the stick, and he starts whipping Buddy Murphy and Seth with it, making him look good heading into SummerSlam. This week, not so much. They get into the contract signing. Seth, of course, is doing this whole Monday Night Messiah stuff. And Joe actually makes a great point. Seth has not been the same since fans started booing him and he started catching little temper tantrums and getting into his feelings. Fast forward today, Seth Rollins is still doing the exact same thing, but this time not in the ring, not on wrestling. He's going back to his lovely Twitter and interviews and bitching and complaining
about... What a heel! What a true heel.
While he was a face, by the way. But, yes, nevertheless, Seth Rollins living up to his character. But, yeah, he heads into the match. He heads into signing the contract. He says, Dominik, you should thank me. I'm helping you live out your dream of becoming a WWE superstar. And Dominik says, I am living my dream, but now I have a new dream, and that's kicking your ass at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins got that kid out there looking like a star already. Love to see it. But Seth says, go sit in the back, or whatever the fuck he told him to do. He has his match with Humberto, pretty much squashes Humberto, or whatever.
Oof.
Yeah. Dolly Gas went from, I don't know, man. Mr. Dolly Gas is pretty much a certified jobber.
Getting passed on the ladder by Dominik Mysterio, who has zero experience.
Tragic. So as Humberto loses again, Dominik comes in the ring and he tries to, of course, he tries to fight Seth once again. Did not work out in his favor this time because they brung out the stick. Pause. And they proceed to whip and nay and whip and whip Dominik with the kendo stick.
At least 35 times.
Yeah, it was tragic. It felt like I was watching a sequel to 12 Years a Slave. It was.
Fuck.
Ooh, calm down, Bitcoin. Anywho.
I believe our good brother Josh compared this to the Passion of the Christ or something like that.
And that was man, whippings, man. It's just something about somebody getting whipped, and it just doesn't sit right, you know. But God, man, imagine if we would have had a crowd, a real crowd, the heat, Seth Rollins.
Yes.
God, how much heat do you think he would have gotten, bro?
Well, depending what city it was, you know, someplace like Brooklyn, for instance, would probably say one more time, and just it would, you know, it depends what city it would be. But you know, maybe Sioux Falls, South Dakota, well, it'll be like you might get a little sympathy for Dominik.
San Diego, California, that would have been a perfect.
Oh, San Diego, oh yeah.
Oh God, you would have been burning it down, all right.
Or the father, or Dominik's father, Eddie, El Paso, Texas, also. Would have got some good heat. But this lashing, let me tell you something. Rey Mysterio didn't raise no bitch at all. Dominik took it like a champ.
Dominik said, "Tommy Dreamer, hold my fucking beer. Hold beer." Whipped, got his ass whooped. And then, of course, you know, we got the little fucking dorks and dweebs talking about, oh, it's makeup. That's not really happening. Well, let me see your stupid ass get whipped with a Nintendo stick for 100 fucking times to see how you look.
Also, great job by Seth Rollins taunting Daddy at home. That's funny.
And Rey Mysterio clearly was triggered because he got right on Twitter after that.
Oh, what did he say?
You son of a bitch, you will pay at SummerSlam. Something of those.
I'm hearing it in his voice. You son of a bitch, you will pay.
That's become Rey Mysterio's favorite word in 2020. Son of a bitch. I've never in my life heard Rey Mysterio curse, let alone curse this much.
Great job by everyone here. I was wondering why Samoa Joe did not interfere, but I guess if he did, he would be fired.
Fired, yeah. That's good. I'm thinking the whole time, where the fuck is Samoa Joe? He grabbed the kendo stick, pretty much sunset earlier in the night, and he just watching him get whipped. Then again, nobody helped Jesus when he got whipped, so there you have it. Makes a lot of sense. Oh man.
I was gonna say Joe killed it on the mic today. You know, I hope they use him more, like in that sense.
Yeah,
he's good on the mic.
Well, it wouldn't make much sense, but him being a talking piece for Dominik would be pretty cool.
Oh, he needs it, yeah.
Because he pretty much is dad without the mask when it comes to promos.
He's still in the beginning stages. It's too much to expect out of him to carry a feud on the mic, you know, already.
I mean, he got 619 and Brock Lesnar and shit in Chicago, so I don't know. He got the strap, he got the rocket strapped right up there. We spent a lot of time on this Seth and shit. Oh, but it's pretty much, well, actually, we are foreshadowing the rest of this episode. We're focusing on the important shit for a long amount of time because literally everything that goes from here goes downhill. So
this took about a half hour. That was a good half hour start to Raw.
Yeah, Matt, we got a segment, match, and then an ass whooping. So yeah, pretty much good way to start off the show. I just wish they would have kept the same energy since, you know, a lot of people in Raw clearly can't do. I really thought that shirt said "bitches love me."
What are you laughing at?
I know. I thought your shirt said "bitches love me." It says "beaches love me."
Yeah, close enough.
Beaches. All right.
You know how much trouble I'd get in?
Yeah, a lot of trouble. A bunch of gonios and everything just going all over the place. So we're back from commercial. They highlight what happened as we didn't see that ourselves. Seth Rollins whipping Dominik's ass. Zelina with Andrade and Garza. Andrade and Angel Garza come to the ring, and Zelina, which her New York accent came out crazy tonight. But anyway, she's in the ring talking about how she had nothing to do with Montez being poisoned. I don't know. This poison shit. Oh man, I gotta drink to this.
They don't like a good poison storyline? Come on. Especially involving a Puerto Rican from Queens. Jeez. Seems pretty realistic to me.
God damn, man. Oh man. We are for all races here at True Hill Heat. Don't get offended by our
how can I be racist? I'm Puerto Rican.
What does that mean? You just saying all Puerto Rican women going around poisoning people? God.
No, you're right. It's not just Puerto Rican women. It's all Latino women. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Remind me to stay away from you Latino. Remind me to stay away from Latino women in New York City because of Romeo. But she goes on to say, go ahead, what'd you say?
We know this segment was taped because there was no mention of the Twitch in-home beatdown from this weekend. Very well done.
Try to incorporate it. That's all I kept thinking that whole time. Like, are they going to incorporate that she just got her ass whooped and broke into her house and beat her up? But anyway, she goes into like nothing happening and that, she should watch her man and be a stronger leader with her man. Dominatrix bullshit, whatever. Dawkins comes out, him and Andrade have a match, and I want to say, I don't know who won. Like I just did not pay attention. I was looking at my TV, and I want to say Dawkins won.
I believe he did win, but I didn't see how.
Oh yeah, yes he did. Because Bianca came out, attacked Zelina, Andrade got distracted, Dawkins wins the match. Then we go into
damn Andrade, jeez.
Yeah, imagine pretty much being a favorite to win the Rumble just last year to losing to the Marty Jannetty of the Street Profits.
Oh. Tragic.
So we go to the next. Zelina's still on the floor. We pretty much come back. Bianca, her having her match. She gets her ass whooped. As obviously, doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that was going to happen.
That gave Zelina a little shine. I mean, I want to see more of Zelina in the ring. She can wrestle too if you let her.
She's been putting in work for like a long time from TNA to now. She's been around the block a few times, not in that way.
The more Zelina, the better.
Yeah. Keep her on the mic, not so much in the ring, but because, man, Andrade and Garza would be lost without her. I mean, they're already lost.
For sure.
Imagine how more lost they'll be in homeless shelters. That's how lost they'd be. The Hurt Business consisting of MVP Lashley and Mr. Shelton Benjamin. Bunch of black guys, if you didn't know. They're in a VIP lounge. They're talking about Apollo Crews and how MVP was wronged because the lights were flickering. It was a conspiracy against him. Bunch of blase bullshit. MVP says Apollo didn't beat him. The lights beat him.
Seems legit.
Apollo, who was as terrible on the mic as his buddy Ricochet, comes out, talks about he got the nice new shiny belt. He earned it, which he did. MVP. He wasn't the uncrowned champion. Blah. Pretty much, I don't know why I'm even reading the dialogue. Man.
Yeah.
He wins by roll up. They try to beat him up. MVP then goes on to say, "No, save some for me. He didn't show up last time after I beat him up, so don't do it this time."
No excuses.
Yeah, pretty much a bunch of excuses. He then goes on to try to help Apollo from not getting his ass whooped by them. And then this motherfucker sucker punches MVP.
Yeah.
Clean the fuck out.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate that. Not very babyface like.
At all. He helped you not get your ass whooped. He was just pretty much rock his jaw. I honestly give a fuck about this feud. Apollo's great in the ring, but when it comes to anything else, yeah, whatever. Ooh, I'm sweating.
Remember when Apollo used to have his buddies against these guys? He had Cedric, Ali, and Ricochet, and now he's just on his own again.
Oh, well, that will go on to be another foreshadowing for the rest of this shit show that we are about to keep reviewing. What did I call them? Spirit Squad Dark Retribution. They show them throwing a cinder block through the window at the performance center and proceed to high five each other, cheer along, and run away as they threw a brick like a bunch of fucking high schoolers. It's crazy to me how the fuck you guys supposed to be such a badass arsonists 1 week, and that didn't even take a week. Literally, once SmackDown came around and they're fucking screaming like dorks in the TV and having a chainsaw.
How do you like that? This is our house.
This is our house now. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here.
I'm convinced that Vince McMahon was watching Fox News one night, saw all these protests going on. It's like, Antifa. And I was like, that's it. That's my new faction.
Instead of calling them looters, let's call them retribution. No, actually, this isn't the fastest they've ruined somebody. What's that guy? When we're back in our DeLorean, we knew about this guy named Avatar. So if you want to put in 2 words, gimmicks ruined in the span of a week, I think Retribution's already on that top tier list. Man.
Now supposedly these are supposed to be, stand-ins for whoever's going to eventually be revealed as Retribution. Imagine you're a Ciampa or Dijakovic, and these fucking badass, horrible actors are ruining your careers, and you have to step in and save it. Wow, that sucks.
They have the shittiest stuntmans of all time right now.
Fuck, I feel bad for them, man. It's just corny. And the stand-ins just make it cornier.
Legit ruined it already. We then next get a return from the lovely MILF-tastic Mickie James.
Milfy James.
She's coming to take what's hers, to reclaim gold, and then, as if we didn't see enough fucking dweebs and dorks, we have Lana and Natalya pulling up, interrupting Mickie James.
Matching outfits.
Matching outfits, doing, Bad Girls Club sticks, and pretty much calling herself the boat now, the best of all time.
Mickie James served him good. She had some good lines on him.
Very much so. Well, then again, it wouldn't take much to insult Lana. So, it looks like we're about to get oh, Jesus Christ. And freaking Mickie James and Natalya feud. Man.
They had to have fought before, right?
Yeah, when I was in fucking junior high school.
Yeah.
As if things couldn't get any worse. Ricochet. Cedric Alexander, I almost forgot his name, is backstage with Viking Raiders. Cedric doesn't have any tape to start the match. Ivar, or is it the other guy, distracted by some white blonde bimbo. They get called ugly because he's hot, whatever. We're going to have a shitty 8-man. They get squashed, and Ninjas obviously get squashed.
Yeah, this didn't do it for me. This is the same girl from last week, some reality show. I forgot what it was. Bachelor? I don't know.
Oh, right, yeah. That was a guard. Well, obviously, it's from last week because it was the same day. But yeah.
But she gets around quick, I'll tell you that much, in these backstage segments.
Bodies all the damn performance center. Now she probably got the spread of the COVID all through the fucking performance center. But, man, that's running wild. We go on to having them squashed, and then R-Truth, dressed as a ninja, goes on to roll up Akira Tozawa and become a record 38-time 24/7 7-11 38 fucking times.
The road to 40.
What a legend.
Hall of Fame, for sure.
The ring will be the 24/7 title, and it'll spin.
What's funny is that whenever his Hall of Fame induction is, he's going to miss it and probably come to it a couple years later. Don't let's get inducted. Save it for the Raw after Mania. We get backstage. We get Charlie Caruso interviewing Drew McIntyre, our WWE champion. He goes on to complain more about the Viper God on why he's not helping elevate the stars. Listen here, Drew McIntyre. I'm tired of you blaming Orton for you not being as great as Orton. You need to be happy that you're going to be in the ring with the Viper God in less than 2 weeks at SummerSlam. Even though you're WWE champion, even though that's about to be over. But anyway, he said he's going to rip the torch from Orton's hand and beat the holy hell out of the Viper at SummerSlam. Whatever. What are your thoughts on this Orton and Drew feud? I did like the line that Drew dropped. Evolution will have passed you by. Ooh, oh, sick! I see what he did there.
Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. And
very smooth.
Drew McIntyre, but But stop trying to make Orton seem like he's supposed to be some locker room leader just because he's probably the greatest wrestler of all time.
No, he should have been. He hasn't passed down the knowledge to others the way that his knowledge got passed down to him.
I don't go to work every day to help somebody get a better position than me. Are you kidding me?
Nobody said all that.
That's what he's trying to do. Pass down knowledge to make them. Fuck them. Drew McIntyre, you're in your mid-30s. You're not even that far age from Orton. Give me a fucking break. Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott are back together as they reunited last week.
Yes, thank God.
Yeah.
The reunion I've been hoping for.
Yeah. So I was so eager and really ready to fucking see the Riott go half, not even half, 2/3 of the Riott squad, because one just got fucking knocked up. So they go on to face Peyton with Billie Kay. Peyton goes on to face Liv 1-on-1, and Peyton wins. So you build them, have a reunion, beat up the Iconics, to then the very next week have them.
I have no idea what's going on here.
What the fuck? What are they trying to do? You know, I don't even care no more. But guess what's next? Raw.
It's time.
Underground.
Yes, Raw Underground.
Fucking Underground. A bunch of jabronis fighting. I didn't know who they were. I thought one was just a jabroni. The other one looked like Jimmy Wayne Yang on steroids.
What's his name? Riddick Moss.
Exactly. I found out literally after the show went off.
No relation to Randy Moss.
Yeah, none at all. Because he's definitely nowhere near good at anything.
The guy who just beat Ali on main event after Ali just returned.
Wait, Riddick Moss beat him on main event?
Yes. Welcome back, Ali. Oh.
Jesus. Wow, I actually feel bad a little bit, man. Oh man. We're back. Asuka and Bayley are facing. Asuka beats Bayley. She goes on to face my queen, my beautiful black queen, Sasha Banks, at SummerSlam for her Raw Women's title. So we should all know who wins, right? Asuka and Bayley actually go on to have a pretty good match, which is not surprising because they did.
Match of the night, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Definitely match of the night, which pretty much didn't take much. Pretty good back and forth. A lot of counter wrestling, a lot of submission holds, a sick sunset power, whatever the fuck you call it. I already lost. Sunset dive power bomb, whatever. Asuka makes Bayley tap, and as to no one's surprise, she wins and goes on, and now going on to face Sasha for the Raw Women's title at SummerSlam. She's not gonna win. Then again, I don't know, this track record of the boss. Yeah. Retaining her title at anywhere besides the tag team title.
If we don't learn from history, we're doomed to repeat it. So, Sasha, you call yourself outstanding. You did a beautiful Instagram photo shoot. Very outstanding. She's outstanding because she stands out.
She does. She stands out. That blue hair, that beautiful smile, that laugh, yeah.
She's got to stand out with a victory at SummerSlam. This is huge for Sasha Banks. Huge.
It is. This is a huge moment. She's champion, double champion, 2 belts Banks. Now you got to prove the haters wrong. You got to prove all the people wrong that you can retain a title, a singles title. We're not going to count the tag titles. Yes. You got to retain the big one. The big one.
This is big. A career-defining moment here.
I feel like this is 8 Mile when he faces Papa Doc. This is a big moment. A big moment. Back to Raw Underground, and Arturo Roas from NXT goes on to beat another jabroni.
Who I believe is a legit badass. I think he's got some MMA training. I don't know where specifically, but he's a legit badass.
Who you talking about, Arturo or the jabroni?
Yeah. Definitely not the jabroni.
Not the jabroni. I'm like, damn, how you got all this info on the jabroni? But it goes on to pretty much whoop his ass. He's doing the flippy kicky shit like Eddie from Tekken, which, by the way, is one of the cheating ass fighting characters of all time. You play Eddie when you play Tekken.
Wait, Eddie and cheating? Get the fuck out of here. How do those two go together?
Oh, man. The irony.
Can I say something quickly about Raw Underground?
Oh boy, yes.
Last week after Raw Underground, Shane McMahon posted a tweet that he heard your feedback. He's going to improve on things. He can't wait for week 2. The problem with that is that this Raw Underground was taped the exact same day that they started Raw Underground. So how can you use the feedback to better what you? But they did edit out the dancing girls, which a lot of people had a problem with. I personally do not have a problem when women are dancing. Okay, yeah. That's just me. I don't know.
Even though they were stiff as a fucking board, but they were still nice to look at. You know who they dance. You know what's funny? You know who they dance like? Since we're speaking of video games, you know the strippers you encounter in Grand Theft Auto and later in the years. That's how stiff like fucking strippers in Grand Theft Auto.
Ah shit! Here we go again.
Then we have the guy Daba. What the fuck is his name now? Dabacado. Avocado.
2 weeks is not enough for me to learn that name. I just call him Dabo or something.
Yeah, Baba Bunte. I don't fucking.
Baba Tunde. That's the name I remember.
He's Dabacado now. So
Big Dab, Big D. I don't know.
I just allowed jabronis. There was some little black dude. So you mean to tell me you expect this little black motherfucker to beat this big fucking Dabacado guy? You really try to make us believe that. He pretty much washes him, 2 pieces in a biscuit, and then for dessert, clearly he must like balls, because he then proceeded on his balls, squeezing and gripping on his neck.
Yeah. There was a dick grab at Raw Underground. Man, they get fucking crazy at Raw Underground.
That was a lot of dick grabbing. That was actually a little too much cock grabbing for me.
But this is what they're doing downstairs, huh? This is what Shane McMahon is doing while Dad's upstairs. Dad, I'm gonna do a little wrestling underground thing. Don't worry about me.
Pat Patterson must be involved in this. He must have had that written all over. Tragic. He loses by dick grabbing.
Wait, time out. You gotta let me absorb that Pat Patterson line. Jeez. Pat Patterson out here. I got a great finish.
Let's like they used to want to work for WWF back in the day. Let him grab some penis.
Oh fuck.
After the cock grabbing was over, we get to a person who doesn't like to grab cock, Shayna Baszler. She goes on to come out into the ring. She beats up 3 bitches. God. She beats up 3 women. I'm trying to refrain from keep saying the B word, even though we now have censors.
Even though you just said dick. Anything else you just said? Jeez. I'm trying to refrain from saying bitch.
Oh, you just said literally everything I just said. So.
I love it. Good. Shayna belongs here. This is her home here.
That's her thing.
Fits right in.
She clearly still wearing them Affliction shirts from 2008, but other than that, she is okay in my book. Actually, until the Sasha and Asuka shit ends, let her keep her down there beating bitches up every Monday.
Yeah.
Make her keep looking good, dominant. Whenever Sasha and Asuka's over, clearly probably Asuka getting back to. Oh, I'm going to edit that because I'm not going to put that. Clearly, when Sasha.
No, you got it right.
I know. They can go in and have a few because they had a pretty good match on Raw. But yeah, we go back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking Spirit Squad Dark is back. And this time.
I do like that nickname. Spirit Squad Dark.
Yeah, Spirit Squad fucking Dark is back. And this time, they're playing Street Fighter 2. They're beating up a fucking car. They're punching and kicking the car, stomping on it, screaming yay, hip hop hooray, and yippee ki-yay, kicking the car, high-fiving each other, and then running away.
I'll tell you what, if these guys are supposed to be baby faces, oh man, I hope not. It does have Ciampa and Dakota. Well, that's the rumor. They
went from playing Grand Theft Auto last week to fucking playing Street Fighter 2 tonight. This is just, I don't know what they're trying to do, man. I mean, I understand. Probably lack of production. They're in a fucking performance center. I guess they're not. I don't know.
I got a question for you.
Oh yes, shoot away.
What has more potential to be good? Retribution or Raw Underground?
You said, Raw Underground. Fucking Retribution already done shot themselves in the foot. They're the fucking dorkiest fucking superstars I've seen in a while. You know.
So you don't think whoever the real Retribution is can save this?
I'm very not interested. I don't know. I'm really not. Like, they literally once Friday came around, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then tonight,
is one of them Terry Funk with the chainsaw?
Oh my God, Chainsaw Charlie Jr. or something, man. They ruined it already for me. I mean, maybe when they reveal themselves and they turn into like superheroes, you know how you got the small ones, then they fucking turn into like the fucking monsters when they touch the basketball.
Imagine they just refuse to reveal them until they have a live crowd.
Stupid. That this whole thing would mean. I hope it dies quick anyway, but that would definitely be one of the reasons to ruin them, because you'll be like for fucking forever, because Lord knows when the next time we're able to even go to show.
They want to do it for SummerSlam. I have no idea if they're going to be able to pull it off. They want to be on a beach somewhere. They want to be outdoors. They want fans. I don't know if they can book it. Time is ticking.
As the tagline says, you'll never see it coming, because we have no idea what's going on. The main event, the Viper God,
thank God.
Randall Orton faces Kevin Owens. Okay,
which I forgot they fought before. I thought they never fought before. You told me they have.
They fought, and this was their fourth time facing each other.
Well, they must have been unmemorable, but I do want to. I would like to see a feud between them.
Yeah, their first match,
real one.
Yeah, their first match is pretty good. Even the no DQ match they had on SmackDown was pretty good. But yeah, they go on to face. Obviously, we know who's winning. We know who's heading to a big title match. And Clean. You pretty much. Owens goes for the stunner. Orton said, "Fuck out of here." RKO 1, 2, 3. Orton wins. Poses with Flair. Flair's trying to leave. Orton says, "No." He tells him to stay in the ring. He has something to tell him. And this when the shit hits the fan, my friend. He should be pissed off with him because he got him into this match with Owens because his ego got in the way of having Orton do what he does best, and that's have a wrestling match. He then says he doesn't respect or love Ric Flair anymore because he's a liability. A liability, which is true. Flair's been a liability since 2017 after he had that stroke, coma, whatever happened. So I can believe that, Orton. I understand. He then said Orton then says Flair only took him under his wing because he wished he was the son he never had.
Oof. What a shot to the two sons he already does have.
One fucking was doing too much smoking that dope and is no longer here. Then Orton calls him an old ass crybaby. What you gonna do? You're gonna cry? You're gonna cry? That's all you're good for now is crying? He says he can talk about. Orton just pretty much kills him. He talks about his pacemaker, the coma, calls him a whore and a junkie for the spotlight. And he just pretty much just ripped this man a new ass, man. He's tragic.
Quick question.
Yes.
He mentioned something about an incident in, how do you say it? Something in Illinois.
Yeah, something in Illinois that he said his 22-year dumb ass young self couldn't get himself out of, and nobody came to his rescue. The only person that came to help him was Ric Flair. I wonder what that. That's probably one of like hundreds of it. It's with Orton. Oh man.
Absolutely.
2003 Orton? Oh yes, I could only imagine. he progressively gets worse over his years, which is usually supposed to be the other way around. But when you're untouchable like the Viper God, man, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Shit in bags, cheat on your wife, smoke weed behind the building at a wrestling show. Yeah.
So after Randy says all that, Ric Flair gets a chance to respond. And Ric Flair turns on the waterworks. Ric Flair with the facials, getting emotional, getting choked up. He talks about, all he has is Charlotte. All he has is Charlotte,
Yeah,
and that
he
he
wants Orton second.
and like
He John Cena. He doesn't want him to beat John Cena's record. He wants him to beat Ric Flair's record. I'm like,
not John Cena's record.
yeah.
Talks about how he's having a great time overall. Hulk Hogan's calling him up like, hey, how is it, brother? I don't know if that's true. If it's not, that's fucking hilarious to throw Hogan under the bus like that. But
I can almost believe it. I can almost believe it. It's Hulk Hogan. I can almost believe it. He probably told him like, hey, so how can I get in with Vince again? Brother, just let me know, man. Just let me know, dude.
Rick throws a great pity party. What a fucking promo by Rick.
Up to Orton, saying all he has left is just want to see Orton beat his record, become great, which he is already great.
When he talks about how he's like on his deathbed and all he wants is to tell the people that he loves them.
He wants to. When he says that Orton's the greatest of all time, he means it. When Orton, it's just pretty much going on and on and on about all this kumbaya sad bullshit. Orton feels sympathy for a slight second, or if he does not,
throws the mic away.
He hugs him. He says, "Thank you for everything. I love you." Then proceeds to, we get more ball action.
Why do bad things happen to Ric Flair when someone says they love him? I'm sorry. I love him.
Man, just don't tell Flair you love him. I mean, he falls for it, obviously. Orton then low blows him, his old wrinkled balls, whatever he has left down there. He hits the floor. Orton pretty much goes to the corner. Flair is already bawling as he's coming to position to get kicked in the head.
Now the lights are flickering. The lights turn off.
Completely go off. Orton is in the corner. Flair is unconscious. And Orton just looks and looks. Flair.
He says something to Rick.
I don't even know what he said. He definitely did say something to Rick. He definitely whispered something after he kicked him. Because then Drew McIntyre runs Orton off. It looks like Flair opened his eyes and closed them again. So, I don't know.
The officials come out. They tend to Ric Flair. And poor Dominik is backstage thinking, oh, really, guys? Well, now you want to help somebody? Where the fuck were all of you earlier?
Oh man,
Let me tell you what I think, good brother.
Oh man.
Conspiracy. Everybody's like, oh, that evil, dastardly heel, Randy Orton. What a heel. Oh, so evil. We saw this coming. He was gonna turn on Ric Flair. No, you didn't, you idiots. Because he didn't turn on Ric Flair. Did you forget who Ric Flair is? The dirtiest player in the game. You never saw Ric Flair get punted. Oh, we can't see Ric Flair get punted. I mean, that would be a bad thing. He's not clear to take bumps like that. No! They blacked it out because at SummerSlam, Ric Flair is going to cost Drew McIntyre the match. Randy Orton's going to become a 14-time world champion. And Drew McIntyre is going to lose because he was feeling bad for the old man. He got caught slipping. And then it'll be Drew McIntyre on the chase again, which is good. We need a little change of storyline right now. That'll be fun.
That'll be perfect because hopefully by the time Mania comes around, we have fans again and Drew McIntyre can really get that WrestleMania moment.
Yes, but we also Brock Lesnar still out there. He still might return. Maybe we get Brock Lesnar into this as well. Well, we need fans though. We need fans.
Yeah, Brock is not coming to WrestleMania. The only reason he had to do was
yeah, Brock didn't like even wrestling in front of nobody.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, what do we got, Drew? 2 minutes, 3 minutes? All right, cool.
All right, let me give you 5 minutes in this fucking gym and get the fuck out of here.
But yeah, that's my prediction. Do you agree?
Yeah. Honestly, I would love that. Or do
you think it was legit that Randy Orton legit punted Ric Flair?
Well, honestly, when we was talking about this just now, I'm thinking, what if Randy Orton really is the mastermind behind Retribution? Might go.
Well, that would be then they're really ruining it for Randy Orton as well. Because the lights did flicker during his segment.
Yeah, and it would
I don't know. I
went
didn't think
out.
about that.
I don't know. I mean, that's thinking too hard. I'm sure that's not even the case, but you never know.
I don't know. Randy Orton and Ciampa didn't seem to be getting along on Twitter.
Right, exactly. Maybe that was the planet season. We don't even know.
Now you're making me think too much, man. I need another beer.
Telling you, man. We're giving WWE too much credit right now. We can tell we've been drinking. We could tell we've been fucking drinking. But yeah, for the most part, Raw sucked. Literally the only I probably even went this long because literally the most entertaining things we talked about was the beginning of the show and the end.
And the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Watch the first half hour and I guess the last 20 minutes?
The last hour, because I think
last half hour.
30, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Raw sucked. Really not much sales about that. If I had to rate it, give it a rating, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 10. 2 stars for each segment.
Yeah, 4 sounds fair. I can't wait to see these ratings.
Oh boy,
especially the quarter hour ratings.
Fucking Underground. Underground starts at 10 o'clock. Yeah.
I mean, next week is going to be to see if they improve Raw Underground because it's not going to be taped again. You know.
It's not going to be taped like the last.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what happens with that.
Did they advertise anything for next week?
No, they did not. They literally probably don't know what they're doing. So everything's been on the fly lately with Raw.
Yes.
It's just tragic. But yeah, my good brother Romeo, man, it was an honor having you on this show.
Thank you.
As always, you can follow him. Tell him where they can follow you at.
The Pride of NY on Twitter and Instagram. The Pony.
The Pony. Those you can follow me on Instagram, hacksaw_JAY_DUGGAN if you can't spell. You're not getting Facebook. Twitter, DATKIDSTYL3S, that kid J Styles. And of course, you can follow the gang, all of us, the real Retribution.
Whoa. Don't compare us to those guys, please.
True Retribution. You can follow us on Facebook.
True Hill Heat. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't call us that.
Facebook, True Hill Heat. Instagram, True Hill Heat. OnlyFans, True Hill Heat. We might have a Pornhub. I don't know. True Hill Heat. You can follow us. Of course, subscribe, like the video, like us. We're going to keep doing this. We're not going to stop. We can't stop, won't stop. So it's Hacksaw, Drunk Guy JJ signing off. Brother.
Oh!
My good brother, the Pride of NY, the Pony, the Connoisseur reporting, Romeo signing off, and we are gone. Toodaloo, motherfuckers. Toodaloo.